talking Lil Boosie just did about Queso and his dad. Lil Boosie just took a plea deal in his federal gun case, and Hassan Campbell just dropped a video that has me wondering, what in the hell is he talking about? We're going to get into that video right now. Let's go.
Just to give y'all a little rundown, what happened with Boosie. Boosie was doing a video shoot. And while he was doing a video shoot, one of the people around him took it upon himself to post Boosie with a gun on his backside. Right? Meanwhile, the whole time, when they tell you the feds ain't watching, nah, they really watching. They watching your every move.
Especially if you done beat them once, yes, they are watching you. They're gonna continue to watch you. They always gonna watch you.
So whoever out of his camp or around the camp that he was with posted that picture with him with a gun. Automatically, when they say the feds ain't watching, the feds watching. So
stay watching.
Make a long story short, so we ain't got to be here all day with it. The police called the police. They put a helicopter up in the sky, just that fast. Boom, 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 boom. Pulled Boosie over. Boosie, whatever happened between them inside that car, Boosie ended up getting charged with the gun that he had in his possession in the pictures. Ain't no getting around that. The image of that gun is on you. You get caught with the gun in the car. Boom, the feds got him.
Done.
Now, moving up to date, Boosie goes to court. He appeals the case, files some motions, or rather, he filed some motions, get the case dismissed. The FBI comes.
Now, see, he got the case dismissed on the state level, not the federal level, because felon in possession of a firearm is actually a federal offense.
And they appealed the decision. They dismissed the case and got the case opened back up. Now, speeding up the date, Boosie got tired of fighting because he's realizing that with the feds, you can't win. And I need for y'all to understand, with the feds, they'll make up laws right then and there just to affect your life, to destroy you.
Yeah, if they want you
Ain't
bad
no
enough.
ifs, ands, and buts about it.
If they want you bad enough.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Boosie, he broke the oath that he took. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret societies trying to keep their eye on me. He broke the oath. How did he break the oath? You realize in America, right? No black celebrities do anything for black people except give them turkeys and book bags. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll let you get hand-me-downs, some turkeys, some book bags, and maybe a coat drive.
See, this
They'll
is where
allow
we're starting to go
celebrities
left.
to do that for you as a tax write-off, right? But throughout history, whether it be Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street,
Rosewood,
or Lake Lanier, Crotona Park.
Okay, we talking about
there's plenty of places
Red
all
Summer
over where black people had their land.
Okay.
Now, Boosie. What did Boosie do?
Yeah, what's it got to do with Boosie?
Boosie went and bought about 88 acres of land, right?
Right.
Nah, he ain't stopped there.
Yeah,
he
Boosie
went and
stays.
bought his land back, the land that was taken from us.
Okay.
And then he invited his family to stay on that land.
Okay.
Not only did he invite his family to be a part of that land, he actually built houses on that land for every last one of his kids.
Okay. What I'm not understanding, he is trying to say that the reason the feds are coming after Boosie is because of Boosie Estates, because he bought all this land, 88 acres, supposedly, I think, and he has all his family living there. Boosie ain't the first black person to do that. He ain't the first and only black person to do that. I live in Ohio. I live in Northeast Ohio. Y'all ever heard of Don King? Don King owns a lot of property up this way in Windsor, Ohio. He owns a big property where his family lives at. Huge property. Houses on it. That has been there since I was a kid. Boosie ain't the first one to do it. Let me show y'all. You know what? I can tell y'all the reason. I can show y'all the reason the feds is after Boosie better than I can tell y'all. Hassan Campbell got it twisted. He trying to turn this into some whole other stuff that it really ain't. Because this is why they are really after Boosie.
And that brings us to the young man by the name of Michael Loading, who was known in the streets as Marlo Mike. Marlo Mike was 15 years old at this time, and he is from the Uptown neighborhood in Baton Rouge. Marlo was close friends with the local rapper who went by Lil Fat. Lil Fat also happens to be the son of Mel, who is one of the owners of Trill ENT. According to court documents, word was spread around the streets that Boosie had $25K on Nussie's head, and after hearing this, Marlo would have Lil Fat bring him to Boosie's house. Boosie wasn't present at the house at the time, but Marlo would meet up with one of Boosie's little guys named Michael Judson, who went by the nickname Ghost. On February 9, 2009, Marlo and Ghost would begin sliding around the area Nussie is known to be at, and they would eventually spot him at the gas station and follow him home. The duo will go on to shoot Nussie, real name Chris Jackson, through the window of his house, killing him. The man will quickly get away, and news began breaking of Nussie's death throughout the city, and Boosie wanted to meet Marlo and brought him to his house, allegedly only giving him $2,800 instead of the $25K he was expecting. But
this is why the feds want Boosie so bad, because he beat them on this the first time because Marlo Mike recanted his statements. And that's how Boosie got off. The feds been watching him. Like I said, Boosie wasn't smart enough to know, hey, you a target now. Keep your ass off the internet. Sit down somewhere. Shut the fuck up. Get your money in the background. Nah, Boosie wasn't smart enough to do that. He want to be on DJ Vlad popping his gums and shit.
Marlo was just happy to be around Boosie and was happy to have some money in his pocket. And a few months after this, on April 12, 2009, while Boosie was on house arrest, he had threw a small party at his house. A man was caught stealing out of Boosie's bedroom, and they would end up beating the man up. The police would show up and would see Boosie standing over the man and would take him to jail on battery charges.
Local rapper Torrance Hatch, better known as Lil Boosie, was arrested today on aggravated second-degree battery charges from a fight they say happened at his house on April the 12th. Sheriff's officials say when Boosie and a few others showed up at the house, there was some sort of a confrontation about the man stealing one of Boosie's necklaces. We're told that's when a fight broke out. Fists and possibly even a vase were used in the fight. One man was taken to the hospital with non-threatening injuries.
The man they beat up went by the name of Marcus Thomas. Just 13 days later, on April 25th, Marlo and Ghost were sitting outside of Marcus's house, and when Marcus pulled up to his house, the duo would pull up right next to his car and begin opening fire into Marcus's car, killing him. Marlo quickly developed a reputation in the streets and became a known killer, and was barely getting paid for it, which is crazy to think about. Boosie also has a daughter named Toriana, which he is seen going back and forth with, as they don't have a good relationship to this day.
Hey, is she the one that he did that video with back in the day where he was riding around smoking, like boofing out the car, and then come to find out she was in the back seat? He was boofing out the car with the windows up. Come to find out he had the little kid in the back seat. Motherfucker was doing it on the internet. That's what I'm saying. He's stupid. He is stupid.
I'm taking her out my wheel in the moon. You call my daughter a bitch. I'm a black her fucking eye when I see her. I wish you would put your hands on my eye.
His child's mother is a woman named Rochelle Wagner. Rochelle had an older stepbrother who was known for getting wild in the streets, and he had beat multiple murder charges. His name is Terry Boyd. In the summer of 2009, Terry was finishing up a prison sentence in Angola. One of Boosie's friends was also locked up in Angola at the time and would overhear Terry talking crazy about Boosie. And Terry was later released on September 30th, 2009. But right before Terry was released, Boosie would drop his highly anticipated album on September 15th titled Super Bad. His album included many classic Boosie songs, including Mind of a Maniac,
I keep a gat cause niggas murder, got a bad habit of purple, in the studio I murk you, I'm coming man,
and Better Believe It. Turk and Mill also put Mill's son Lil Fat on one of the songs behind Boosie's back, and this created some tension between Boosie, Lil Fat, and Turk and Mill. And once he was released, the threats Terry Boyd allegedly made towards Boosie would end up being a huge mistake, as on October 21st, 2009, Marlo and Ghost would be given a location to Terry's crib and shoot and kill him through his window, just as they had did before. And this was a crazy move by Boosie, as Terry was still his daughter's uncle at the end of the day.
He beat 5 murder charges. He was a known robber in the city. He beat his mama with a 2x4.
Stupid. And why are you on the internet talking about it?
He been shot 29 times on 6 different occasions.
Marlo would again receive just under $3,000 for this, but he was satisfied with that, and shortly after this murder, he would get a tattoo on his stomach that said, "Yo Boosie, who next?"
So apparently Mike has a tattoo that says, "Yo Boosie, who next?"
Yeah. Around this same time, on November 9, 2009, Boosie would release a song called Boss Man. This song is crazy when told the backstory, as Boosie begins the song saying them niggas did that for the boss man, and the chorus says, "Boosie, I got you."
Them niggas did that for the boss.
Surprisingly, Ghost and Marlo would appear on this song as well. The top of the new year of 2010, Ghost, real name Michael Judson, would be killed by a masked gunman while celebrating the new year. Nobody would ever be arrested for this, and it's still not known who was responsible for this murder. And just a few months later, on April 1st, Marlo would be back spinning and would allegedly kill a man named Charles Matthews, as well as Daryl Milton, who went by Bleak. He is known to be a close friend of Boosie during his come up, and plenty rumors will begin spreading after this murder, as him and Boosie weren't seeing eye to eye at the time. More rumors will begin spreading that Boosie ordered the hit on the man who was sitting next to Bleak and had no intention on his friend dying, and this will be the downfall of Boosie and Marlo's relationship.
It was like Bleak was set up. It was like Marlo Mike sprayed the car up and he knew he was in that car, and that was Boosie's boy.
And just a few months later, things will begin to get much worse, as Marlo would get arrested for aggravated assault and terrorizing charges after being involved in a fight. While in jail, Marlo would end up sitting down with detectives and telling them about every murder he committed with precise details, including how much Boosie paid him for each one. And following this, on June 17, 2010, police would raid Boosie's mansion and charge him with first-degree murder in the killing of Terry Boyd, who again was Boosie's baby mama's brother. Marlo Mike, 17 at the time, would obviously be indicted for this murder as well. And for now, both of the men will go on to fight the charges, and word began spreading that people close to Boosie were reaching out to Marlo to convince him not to testify against Boosie.
Baton Rouge Parish Grand Jury has indicted.
And that's how he beat that. Now, once he beat that, Boosie was supposed to sit down, shut up, remain quiet, and just get his money in the background. Do your little music videos with Mo3 and all that, but keep your ass off of DJ Vlad, keep your ass off the internet, off of IG Live and all that, talking all that trash. Because the feds is going to see it as you taunting them. And what they do, spent the block on your ass, nigga. Because they felt like you was taunting them by being on the internet, bumping your gums.
Torrance Hatch, otherwise known as Lil Boosie, on first-degree murder charges. Lil Boosie was indicted in the October 21st shooting death of Terry Boyd.
And just 2 years later, in May of 2012, Marlo would do just that and would get on the stand in Boosie's behalf, saying Boosie never told him to do anything and that he lied about his involvement.
He then changed his story and said he did not kill Terry Boyd, and he says Mr. Hatch, Torrance Hatch, did not pay him to do so.
Did he take the stand at all?
He took the stand on me. For me though. He got me indicted, but when it's time for court,
what do you mean he got you indicted? Explain.
He got me indicted. He said
you did it.
Yeah.
And then he changed his mind?
Yeah, when it was time for trial, he got on the stand and told the truth.
He was pretty much the main evidence they had against Boosie. Besides music and rumors, Boosie would be found not guilty at trial, although he still had to stay in prison as he was caught sneaking drugs into jail, and he did receive a hefty 8-year prison sentence for that.
Boosie and a girlfriend, along with a former Dixon Institute guard and inmate, were also indicted on drug charges.
And that's the felony charge that he has now. That's the reason they hooked him up with the gun charge, because he got that felony right there for sneaking drugs into the jail.
later go to trial himself for the Terry Boyd murder the next year in April of 2013, being found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Marlo Mike is now around 30 years old and recently did a phone interview with Terrence Gangsta Williams.
So let me ask you this. How long you been locked up now?
14 years.
14 years. Wow.
He would also fight for a sentence reduction as he was just a teenager when he committed the murder, but this will be denied, and as of today, it's looking like Marlo Mike will most likely spend the rest of his life in prison.
So you got this 17-year-old spending the rest of his life in prison for Boosie, allegedly, and Boosie too slow to understand he need to just be quiet and just sit in the background and make money. Instead, he want to be on DJ Vlad. He want to be doing all these different podcasts and interviews, be on IG Live, talking crap, be on talking about Queso's dad and all that kind of stuff. They was watching you the whole entire time, Boosie. The whole entire time. They're not going to take their eyes off you because they wanted you that bad. They know you did this shit. This stuff. Excuse me. They know you did this stuff, so they wanted you that bad. They gonna try to take you down for any little thing possible. You know, that's like, okay, you ever been in a small town and the cops just keep messing with you, but they can never catch you on anything? They mess with you for any little thing, but they can never catch you. You know what I'm saying? It keeps pissing them off and pissing them off and pissing them off until they catch you on something really little, right? That's the same thing with Boosie, but on a bigger level because it's the feds. He was too stupid to understand that. And don't get me wrong, I like Boosie's music. I don't like Boosie the man, but I like Boosie's music though. You feel me? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section. And like I said, what the hell was Hassan Campbell talking about? I don't know what the hell he was trying to pull. Y'all don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. If you made it this far and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon. That way YouTube notifies you every time I drop a new video. And while you down there, make sure you smash that like button and drop a quick comment. All that helps the video get into the YouTube algorithm, and all that is free for you guys to do. For now, it's your boy King Charm saying, peace.